All right, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and all the viewers out here tuning in tonight here at Earl's Racing League. Yeah, Earl's Auto Racing League, here by FreekyFast Broadcasting. Thank you for everybody who's tuning in there on the outside, YouTube, and all the Twitch followers, and on the Facebook. Nick Hurst says it's time to get stupid sideways on pavement. Let's do this. So, yep, good luck there, Nick. Hopefully everything turns out the way you need it to be. We're going to hop up here now into the booth. All right. Hey, yep, I come up here and mess everybody up. So, anyways, I got my co-announcers here with Zach Hall and Soda Can Johnson down there on pit road. We will get to him later on here in the race and catch you and see what's going on with pit road with this hot track here at Texas. So, how you doing tonight there, Zach Hall?
Doing great, Robert. Doing great. Just looking around the racetrack and watching these guys putting their qualifying laps.
All right, all right. Well, what are you seeing so far out there? I know it's hot, slick. It's crazy from what I was told.
Yeah, it's looking slick. You're going to see trouble points coming off of 2, most likely. That's where we're going to see maybe most trouble tonight. Coming off 2, it flattens out so much there off the banking, and see how these guys take to this track, because we got a few new guys out here tonight for sure. And we got some guys having a points race also, with Bobby Hilton Jr. leading the points, and I think Nick Hurd is either the second or third. I may have to check back on that and let y'all know.
All right, all right. Well, yeah, check in on that for us there, man, if you don't mind. But let's do a real quick here, something for the guys. Do you got your notes and tablets ready there, Zach? We can go through the track facts real quick.
Oh yeah, definitely.
All right. Yes, let me bring this up there. Here's the track facts for everybody to see. Right. So go right ahead there, Zach.
Yeah, tonight here we got track facts. It's a new segment we're bringing to FreekyFast broadcast here, and we got the Texas Motor Speedway. This track right here is a sister track to Charlotte Motor Speedway. As you can see, it's very similar to that racetrack. It's 1.5 miles, 24 degrees of bank before the 2017 reconfiguration, because this is the older Texas before they've reconfigured, as most of y'all have seen the last 2 years. That has the differing banking. So this is the older Texas Iris, and this is our configuration we have now. We're waiting on for the newer one, but this is the one we're on right now. This original track was built built in 1996, and it's also known to be one of the fastest tracks on the NASCAR circuit. So that's pretty cool. So we're going to see some high speeds, and it's also home to Big Hoss, which is the largest HD video screen in the world. If people didn't know that, Charlotte Motor Speedway has a pretty big one, but this one took the cake, because you know everything's bigger in Texas, and we're about to see some big old racing.
Amen. All right. Thank you for that insight there on the track. I hope everybody enjoyed that out there. That's an awesome segment. I appreciate it. But now we're going to shoot it down here, down the pit road, and see Soda Can Johnson down there. How you doing tonight there, man?
Man, we're doing all right. It's kind of hot down here. Need to carry around an umbrella with me. Maybe get one of those old-style cooling suits that they had back in the day, where they run water in it.
I bought you a moist towelette to put around your neck. Where's that at?
It got blown off somewhere.
Oh man, come on, that costs money.
I'm sure. I'll get you another one. I'll bring you. Another
Sounds good. Sounds good, buddy.
Yeah, it's hot down here. Right now we've got Brandon Puffenbarger on the pole. Just beat out Paul Merrill, PJ Merrill, by just a few thousand. So we'll see who we get to talk to at the end of this qualifying session here.
All right. All right. Good job. Good job. Thank you. All right. Well, I'll turn the mics over to Zach Hall there, and it's have at it, man.
Yeah, it's just so go back to Soda Can Johnson down here on pit road. So we're looking at a pretty hot track tonight here. Soda Can, is what you getting readings on down there temperature wise down on the track?
Man, the temperature in the air is 90 degrees.
Whew.
It's also kind of humid. There's a 55% humidity over here, so it's typical Texas weather. But it is bright and sunny out here, so the track temp is 117.
Wow. So you think that's going to have an effect on any of the on how the race cars are going to handle tonight? What do you think is going to be their fighting tonight?
Well, they're going to be fighting no grip. There's no grip on the track this slick. It's going in to turns 1 and turns 3. It's not gonna want to turn, and then once you get back on the gas, it's gonna start sliding up the track. But then as soon as you exit the corner, since you got to put so much wheel into it, and the track is slick, the back end is just going to want to swing right on around. And so these guys are going to have to be very careful how they come off the corner, especially in turn 2, where the banking just flattens out super quick. So that's definitely going to be a turn we're going to have to watch out for. And another thing I've been told is the apron is also very slick. So getting off a pit road, say if we have a green flag, some green flag pit stops going on, we're going to have to watch that apron when they exit the pit road.
Oh wow, that's interesting. Good insight there, Sodacan. And do we have any stages tonight, bud, either?
We do. The stages are going to be at the completion of lap 45 and at the completion of lap 90.
2 and 4, bud. Yeah, that'll definitely be interesting to see if we can get that point there for taking that stage win. So we still looking good for qualifying here. How's the board looking, you think?
But we still got good old 42, Brandon Puffenbarger up at the top. Looks like the qualifying standings haven't changed a whole lot. We got Bobby Hamilton Jr. in 3rd, Shane Wood 4th, and Chris Worrell bringing out the top 5 there.
Definitely. Interesting stuff here to see how this is going to play out. We got our largest field of the season, I believe. Now we'll have 12 race cars tonight, so should be pretty interesting with some new faces out here on the racetrack. Definitely. So, but that 42, he's definitely kept his foot on the throttle from. I believe he got the pole last week. I can't remember off the top of my head, but I know Shane Wood was our winner. So Shane Wood in the 4th position there he'll definitely be looking to go back to back, and Bobby Hamilton Jr. will be looking to keep the points lead, of course. So be very interesting.
Shane Wood actually had the quickest time in practice, so all these guys who have qualified top 5 here, they're I don't expect them to be anywhere but near the front unless something crazy happens. So, and all these guys, the times are very similar, so it's going to be very fun to watch.
Definitely. I was trying to get these points for you, Robert, but I cannot seem to find their points, man. It's not the same place it used to be. I think they had some changes on their website.
Oh, they have? Okay. Well, give a shout out to Bob Skinner down there, too. 82. Maybe, hopefully he's going to have a great night. This is the first night racing over here with these guys. One of our own from our league.
Yep.
So good luck to him and, everybody else out there. But
yeah. Definitely looks like we got the number 6 is new tonight to me, the 00, number 78 of Jared, the 6 of Chris, the 00 of Paul, and the 5 of Mark, including Bob also in 82. So looks like we got a few new guys out here to see how they handle this field. So we'll let Sodacan Johnson get his interview though.
Yeah, let's talk here to Brandon Puffenbarger, our pole winner for tonight. See what kind of strategy he's got for just keeping that thing up in the front. Hey Brandon, is Brian Johnson in the booth? You got a copy?
Yeah, I gotcha.
All right, well, congratulations on the pole. You laid down a bad fast lap. You're also pretty quick in practice as well. What's your strategy here? You thinking just foot to the floor the entire time, try to keep it up front? You gonna try to save some tires with this hot track, try to keep some grip in it? What do you think is gonna be the key to winning this thing?
Basically just keeping the car underneath me for as long as I can, because it's pretty slick. If guys are faster than me here at the start, I'm just gonna let them go and ride out and try to do some pit strategy to try to be there for the stage win.
Alrighty, I like the sound of that. Well, good luck, and hopefully we'll be talking to you at the end of the stage, or maybe even in victory lane.
Tenfold.
Well, that was a great interview there from Brian Johnson. Thanks for that, man, getting our pole winner here, but yeah, he said he wants to keep the car under him, so I think that's what we're going to be looking at mostly tonight, is someone trying to keep the car under him when it's very little grip. So, slick racetrack, fast speeds, Texas, man, it's going to be wild.
I'm just running through the grid here real quick while you guys were talking so we can get everybody to see where everybody's starting.
Oh, definitely. Sorry about that.
That's all right. We don't have time to go through the grid, so I apologize for that. But we will get that in our schedule next week. And give a shout out to Rick. But we're going to go ready to go green here. Pace car ducks in. Green. Boogie to boogie to boogie. Off they go. Zach down into turn 1. And you can see these guys are taking it very easy on the tires.
Yeah, a lot of wheel spin there from the 42. As you see, he's going to let the 2 guys on the outside go. And he's got Bobby Hamilton looking there, too, in the 25 with the 78 of Jared. He's looking also. So 42 not that great a start for a pole setter, but he's, like he said, he's going to settle in here. So we'll see how that plays out. But we got a battle for the lead as a 20. Last week's winner, Shane Wood, looks to continue his winning streak and take this lead here from Paul in the 00, a newcomer too. So new faces at the front, but it's going to be wild.
We got a nickname for you there, Zach. It's called Zach the Sauce Hall.
The sauce.
yeah, the Sauce Hall. You can say thank you to Rick on that one out there in the chat. Yeah. But it looks like Shane's pulled out there. He's got a decent lead over top of PJ. I guess he would want to go by that, right? Paul or PJ?
I would call Paul.
Paul and Paul?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not sure exactly what he wants to go.
Might not be hanging there for long. We got a 42 looking on his inside. Might be looking to complete the pass coming out of turn 2 here.
Definitely. 42 gets back in the second. Looks like Bobby Hamilton Jr. is going to try to follow him through here. As a 20, man, he's setting sail. He's looking to continue, like I said, his streak from Chicagoland. Man, you see these guys flirting with that white line. That's where you really want to be in 3 and 4, in my opinion, on the track, is right on that white line. And but it's easy to overstep it and get on that apron. And if you get on that apron, it unsettles the car so much, especially with them already being loose. Definitely will be interesting to see who can keep the grips of these rear tires under them tonight, because you're also going to start to not turn as well. We can't also not think about front grip. These guys don't have the best turn. You're cranking on that wheel to get it turned, and that's when you lose your rear end grip. So they're fighting everything tonight. It's not just sliding out loose. It's tight and loose. So it's a handful.
Yeah, as a driver, it's frustrating, but it's fun, because the car never really goes where you want it to go. But it's I know I really enjoy trying to keep the car straight at this track when it's hot like this.
Definitely. Yeah, you're very. Well, for sure, Brian is a master of Texas, so he's got the.
Stop it.
He's got really good speed around this track, but man, it's a track that definitely takes a lot of skill to get around. It's not smooth. It's bumpy. It's all over the place. You can run multiple lines, so like it's interesting. And it looks like we're gonna have a battle here too for third again. Maybe it looks like
00.
Paul. Yeah.
Coming back up on the outside, gonna try to take that third place position back from Bobby.
It looks like 3 and 4. Bobby may hold on to it. He does. He clears him. So Bobby will hold on to third there, but looks like we've had Bob Skinner, who started 11th. He's our biggest mover right now. He's moved up into the 6th position here, guys, and he told me before this race. I talked to him a little bit. And, he told me before this race he just wanted to, start here at the beginning and make some be respectful, pretty much, and learn these guys and fill them out, and try to work his way into the last stage and then go race for it. And he's worked his way up to 6, so it'll be interesting to see his progress tonight and see how he comes out of here with his first race here in the Elite Auto Racing League.
Yeah, knowing Bobby, he's a very consistent driver. I really respect his consistency. He's not always the fastest guy out on the field, but you don't always have to be the fastest. Just as long as you're the most consistent, you can be there at the end, and just take in all the information you can during the race, to where you can put yourself in a good position, track position wise, but also the line. He can run behind these guys and learn their line, and then adjust his to match theirs and gain some speed from that.
Definitely. As you were speaking there, we had a position change for second place, as Bobby Humpton Jr. took second from the 42 of Brandon, our pole setter. So Bobby's going to look to track down Shane here on this run right here. Is come to a stage here at lap 45, so it's a long run. They'll have to pit because we already on a 50% fuel load. Let me make sure about this before I start blabbing my mouth. Yeah, we're 50% fuel load, so these guys are going to have to pit. They're not going to be able to make it all the way here 45 laps, so it'll be interesting to see who's the first taker on pit road to get this undercut, because it can, like we saw last week with I'm going blank with his name, but
was it Justin?
It was. I know it wasn't Justin. Justin, I'm pretty sure it wasn't Justin. It was a newer guy. I'd seen Justin's name before, so it was a guy who was his first race, but unfortunately he's not here tonight because I don't remember it. But yeah, he did a really good shortstop strategy and held on to that lead there and jumped a few positions because people were making mistakes on pit road. And we'll see if anybody plays that strategy tonight. Just it'll be very interesting because with the 50% fuel load, you can't go that full distance, so we're not going to see anybody stay out the whole time. They're going to have to make a green flag stop unless we get a caution or something.
Now, how far can the tires go there, Zach? You know, on 50% with this kind of weather, you know, and stuff like that.
Well, definitely with the fuel load, they're getting a little help. First of all, with the fuel load being at 50%, it's going to lift up that rear end of the car a little bit, sticking that spooler in the air a little more. So, which is going to help your rear end grip. So they're going to be a little less loose than you normally would at 100% fuel. But also that means they're going to get tighter. So they're going to be fighting a little bit of a different balance feel, but tires, personally, you can take a set of tires here as long as you want, but you're going to be wanting a new set every time you go get fuel because they hurt. I mean, 2 tires can work, but it's not going to work for long. So it's interesting. We can see some guys if there's a late caution. I can see someone. Oh, I saw somebody get in the wall back there. I couldn't see. I think it was 4th place, but man, yeah, it'll be interesting to see if anybody takes 2 tires if a late caution comes out or something, or maybe even stays out just to see what that happens. But I know tires fall off really hard here.
Oh, and the 0-0 there. I'm not sure. Oh, that's Paul. Man, he got loose coming out of 3.
Yeah, it should start getting a little loose here. We're about 15 laps in almost, so that's the point where you're going to see these rear ends start to really want to step out.
Yeah, this one you really have to pedal the car, kind of baby it off of the corner. It's definitely going to want to come around on you.
Yellow flag is out.
About 10 to 15
Ooh,
laps. Looks like for the number 3.
Number 3. All right. Well.
Yeah, that would be Tommy D'Angelo in the 3 car. Looks like he looks like he lost it coming off of 2.
All right, we'll go back and look at the replay here. Instant replay.
Oh, yeah, he lost it down the straightaway. That's the thing with these Cup cars. Because we'll see in these replay guys, he just lifted the rear tires up down the straightaway and it hooked him and he had no control of that.
He was loose in the tri-oval even before he got down into turn 1 and 2. And you can see him coming out of turn 2 here. Let's see what happens. And he scrapes the wall and he's still. Oh wow, that thing just kicked on him. Oh, and he creamed that wall. Yikes.
Yeah, but my best guess right there is that he didn't quite have all the grip in the rear tires there. He was spinning one just a little bit from that exit of 2, and he didn't quite catch it. He was trying to catch it the whole straightaway and finally gave way on him.
Yeah, it's unfortunate here as we come down pit road. Everybody's going to come down pit road here and get them 4 fresh ones, I imagine, as we're just completing the 15th lap of the race. So,
just to let you know, Rick in chat says you're saucing your tires.
Some more grip.
I'm saucing my tires?
I guess. I don't know. He says he has to be saucing his tires. He's too fast.
I wish I was as fast as some of them guys. I mean, I feel like I'm quick, but you know, some of them guys out there, they really be having sauce in their tires, I think.
All right.
Yeah, thank you, Rick. I appreciate it.
And hey, Gary, thanks for tuning in again. We were talking to him last night. He's a big Michigan University fan on the YouTube side. But we had the race off of pit road here, guys, and pit stops. Shane had a 14.2. Bobby had a 14.2. Brandon had a 25, fixing his damage probably. I believe they got a quick fix in this race here tonight, so.
I believe they do, yes.
Yeah, and then Chris had a 14.7. Paul had a 14. Well, now it's changed 14.8. And now everything just shuffled on me. Bob had a 30.7. Not sure what happened to Bob there.
I think he slid through his pit road a little bit. Had to readjust.
Ah, well, that's not good. Well, I guess that's the other thing to ask you guys down. Well, ask you, Soda Ken Johnson, since you're running up and down pit road down there. Is pit road stopping? Is the pit guys doing anything to the pit stops to put some rubber, grip down there from sliding?
Well, back in the day, and I think they use some kind of different stuff now in the pit boxes, but back in the day in the 70s, 80s, 90s, they'd pour Coca-Cola, Pepsi, any type of soda.
They still do it, actually. Yeah.
They still use the soda?
Yeah.
I thought they had some kind of high-dollar solution.
Oh, man. Well, there goes your soda now. No wonder you need Gatorade.
Yeah. But yeah, they poured the soda on there, and when the water would dry off of it, you still had the syrup in it that would be sticky. Unfortunately, we can't do that in iRacing. I know I wish I could every single time, but again, with the high temperatures and how worn these tires get, if you don't keep that in the back of your mind as you're slowing up to get to your pit stop, you will slide through it. And so I was noticing a couple guys there. They did slide through their pit box. So hopefully they can put that in the back of their mind, and next time they can hit the nail on the head with that one. A good old 14-second pit stop.
All right, 10-4. Well, thank you for that information down there on pit road. Appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem. Hey, y'all want anything up there? Some drinks, ice cream?
I'll take me
Banana split.
I'll take me some barbecue. Give me some barbecue, Brian.
Yeah, okay, I'll see if I can find a place for that. They got some pretty good barbecue over here in Texas. So.
It's debatable. we'll take that to a different subject.
Hey, I said it was good. I didn't say it was the best.
Oh, yeah. All right, well, back to the race. It looks like we're getting ready to go green.
Hey, Robert, your mic might be peaking just a little bit. I don't know if you can hear that, Soda Ken Johnson on the line.
Yeah, just a little bit, though. It's not too bad.
Yeah, it's just a little bit.
Alright.
But here we are, pace car on pit road, guys, and Shane Wood saying green flag. Look at the wheel spin, it's so hot and slick. Shane Wood makes the restart look easy here as he moves off into turn one. Bobby Hamilton Jr. will have him a challenge with the 0-0 Paul. Man, will Bobby stick around the outside? Let's say he drives it in deep here. Oh, and Bobby Hamilton's a little loose. Woo! That was a close one, guys. With Shane Wood off here taking off again like he's done on almost every restart throughout this race and throughout last week, so continued his good run.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see once this track rubbers up a little bit. We did start off with a 30% rubbered up track, but it'll be interesting to see if we can keep up the speed once we get a lot of rubber in it, because again, with this amount of heat, this track is going to absorb rubber very, very quickly.
Definitely. So we had a look on the inside there of Bobby Hamilton Jr. and this Chris in the 6 Viagra car here. He's looking inside of Bobby Hamilton Jr. and he just couldn't make it work. But he started in 5th and he's up to 3rd now, so he's made up some positions here. And very interesting. We also got Tommy LeVar who's moved up from 12th to the 6th. So we got movers as Brendan actually takes over that position here. Moves back into 6th from him having a long pit stop there. But Shane Wood out here clear sailing right now with Bobby Hamilton Jr., our points leader, in 2nd place. It's
Alright. Yeah,
there you go, Robert. That sounds good.
Alright, I know what it was. I was messing with my sound, so. No, it's alright. I hopefully got my mic fixed, but yeah, let me know, everybody out there in the chat and everything, how everything looks and sounds, so I can adjust it as we go. I won't go into detail why, because I'm upset with Windows, but we'll go from there.
Yeah, sometimes you need to be careful with window updates is real tough, because they can change everything.
Yeah, I found that out the hard way.
Well, we're pretty single fire, guys. I think I see a pass in the back of the field here with the 5 car of Mark making the pass for 8th there on Justin to the 56. So see
I take it Mark's new?
Yeah, Mark is a new guy, and he ran some pretty quick laps here in the practice, so we'll see how he fares working out through the field here. See if he can get up there and put his Camaro ZL1 up there in the front. Because he's using a really high line at 3 and 4, so very
yeah, that's what I was about to say, is that he's using a different line than everybody else. He's already going high.
Definitely.
You kind of wait longer in the run to do that, but he's making it work up there as he dives down low.
You know how it is, right? Sometimes you gotta change it back and forth, you know. Oh, that didn't feel that great, we'll go back to the bottom. So, our leader here, he's had an interesting line. He's been almost glued to that white line. At least he is on the exit of the corners, really. So, he's definitely getting good turn off, so he's keeping his front tires under him.
Well, it looks like we got a battle back here with the 56 and 99, and we got Bob. He's deciding which way he wants to go, high or low.
Yeah, Bob had that long pit stop, so he'll be looking to work his way back up here in his machine here, as he got a little loose. You can see coming out the corner. Oh man, a little bump to the 99 here. But 56 up front of him got a little piece of wall in 3 and 4 as the 99 lets Bob go there on the inside. He said, "Woo, you go ahead, Bob. You bumping me down the straightaway. You can go ahead."
Yeah, Bobby's got some teeth on the front of his car. If you ever get a good close-up look at the front of that car, he's got some teeth. So don't
he ain't scared to knock some teeth loose either. He's been known to knock teeth loose, so you better be careful.
Well, I told him last night he needs to get new dental insurance.
I wonder if that is like the same. I wonder if you get car insurance, is it still dental insurance? Like, would it fall under the same thing?
Car dental insurance.
Yeah, you know.
Oh man, jeez, I don't know. Really, guys. Well, okay, let's go into politics while we're at it.
No.
Lord.
All right, and we also have a 4th place position. Brandon, after his long stop in the 42s, moved back up to the 4th position here. Man, he's worked his way back through the field here, and he's getting that track position back.
The 00's trying to look anywhere he can. I think he's got to set him up first. He's got to set him up and then decide what he's going to do. He's too far back. But see what this has been going on for a couple laps here, so it'll be interesting to see what he does here.
Definitely. And Shane just continues his good pace here, sticking right to the bottom of that white line, cruising. I think, if I'm mistaken, yes, Shane is from Texas, so you know, he wants to run a few laps. Ooh, Bobby Hamilton all out of Shane. Hold on to her, Bobby.
Yeah, well, Shane last week said this is his home track. He's from Texas, so.
Well, that'll be a good win for him, then, I'm sure, if he can pull it off, because everybody likes him at home.
That's true. That's true. Oh, we're looking for stage 45, and we're almost there. About 15 laps to go yet.
We'll be coming to completing 29 right here, so we'll have 16 laps. It'll be.
All right.
So we'll have 16 laps, and I believe they'll be able to make it on fuel.
That was going to be my question. I think
it's going to be close. It's going to be real close. If we don't see people peeling off already right now, in my opinion, then they're going to try to take it to the end. But for some people, I mean, we could see someone go as long as they can and then stay out on the stage. So.
Well, they're on 14 laps on their run right now, so.
So we'll be looking at about a 30-lap run, pretty much, to the end, or for the whole fuel. And I think last week they made it 30 laps at one point. So it'll be very interesting to see who can stretch the fuel here.
I think we got a pass for 3rd right now. Yep, 6 got pretty loose. 42 goes around, and 00 is going to be looking to take advantage of that as well.
Yeah. 00 is on the inside looking at the 6, and man, that one mistake led to 2 positions almost lost here. If the 00 can make it work, and 00 clears him, so it's 2 positions, 1 mistake. So this shows you how little it takes to lose a position in this racing.
Yeah, everything is big at Texas. You know, big speed, big heat, and what seems like a little mistake, you can see it's got
big mistake.
Big dividends.
Definitely, man. Brandon, though, like I said, he's making his march back up through. He had that problem on pit road, and he's tracking down Bobby Hamilton Jr. now, and I want to see if he's got something for Shane though, because Shane is, man, he's out here cruising right now, showing he's got really good pace. No mistakes from him yet. I haven't seen him really get sideways much yet, so he's doing a great job of holding on to that car.
Brennan's going to have to push a little bit more quickly than he is right now, because his last lap speed was a 31.709. Our leader was a 31.691.
So a little bit off, couple hundred.
Just
off
a little
really.
bit, not too far off though.
Yeah. Oh, is Bobby Hamilton Jr.'s gonna let him go? He saw him coming. Bobby's like, you know what? I ain't gonna waste more tire fighting you. He saw what happened to the 6 in his mirror, trying to hold off the 42, and he said sometimes, like I always say, sometimes it's better just to give up the battle, and it helps both the guys. I mean, when you race side by side, ain't nobody winning. So it'll be interesting to see. Is our leader starting to run a little different line? Ooh, he's a loose out of the 4 right there. So it'll be interesting to see what lap times he's putting by right there. Yeah, he ran an 87 that lap, so he fell off the 10th that lap. Well, Brandon was passing too, so he ran 98. So our leader still pulled away. Be interested to see now they're both in pretty clean racetrack what their speed comparison is.
Yeah, they both got clean air right now, so they've got downforce everywhere on that car for both of them. So they'll be able to, especially 42. You know, he's come up through the pack. He's liking that clean air he's getting now.
Definitely. He was a little bit quicker. They're really close on speed as the tires begin to wear. Our leader seems like he's struggling a little bit right now through the center. I've been riding with him here a little bit. Oh, he hit the wall. Spinning the tires down the straightaway. He's going to hold on to it. This is going to lose a lot of time for Shane here. Oh, man.
I've hit the wall like that at Texas before, and that car's about to get extremely tight for him.
He might want to get a little tighter because he's been looking a little loose this time, but his center's corner speed ain't going to be as good. I can tell you that much. Yeah, he had a pretty hard hit. It rolled the front end up pretty good in there. Yes, Brandon caught him by about 6/10 that time, so it'll be interesting to see if Shane can hold on with this to the end of the stage, you know, with this damage. See if they can make it really even on fuel here. This will be interesting. He's gonna stay with it, that's for sure.
Oh, let's look at the lap times this time by. Yeah, because you can see the 20's definitely struggling now.
We're at 32.242. So Brandon's 32.083.
So he's 2/10 faster than last time by. So he's inching his way closer here as we go through the laps, and we also Bobby Hamilton Jr. is gonna have to hold off the 00 Paul here because
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
oh wow, we have a caution on the racetrack. Oh, it looks like Bob Skinner.
Oh.
Oh, it looks like this 78 lost it in front of him. Bob had nowhere to go on that.
All right, well, we'll quick run in through the instant replay here. Go back and see if we can catch this. You can see Bob coming down into turn 1. See the 78's right in front of him. Coming out of turn 2. Still looking clean. Don't see nothing wrong right there. And the 78 just got loose coming out of 2, and Bob had nowhere to go. Oh, let's ride inside with the cockpit of Bob and see this again. I don't know if I'll go too far back. Yep. I went to the wrong guy. There it is. All right, riding with Bob coming out. You can see the 78 just get loose. Oh, the 78 got loose on the tri-oval. Almost spun it going across the start-finish line, then coming down into 1. See, car goes up a little high. Looks okay there. Bob's looking on the inside, and then bam, there's nothing left, unfortunately. That's a shame for Bob.
That's why they give him the quick repairs, just in case you get caught up in some bad luck like that. So he'll probably use his quick repair here and do some dental implants and keep on trucking.
Dental implants. I don't even know if they can do that. That's a good one. I like that. I like that. That was good.
While we came up here earlier, I was paying attention to that. Our leader Shane Wood, he had a really tough time there. He was too far left, and then he had to back up, go back forward. He got some damage repair, and looks like now he's gonna come out about. I believe where we get back on here.
It looks like he's gonna come out at least fourth.
Fifth?
Well,
or fourth, yeah, fourth. My bad.
Yeah, Nick is coming down pit road, so.
Yeah, he's gonna come out fourth here. So he didn't get all that. He didn't take a fast fix, so he's saving that. Still, smart decision there. I was really interested to see if he used it, and he didn't. So no fast fix there for him. And 42, Brandon move up here to the top position as we're gonna have a real short run here to the stage end. So it's probably smart for Shane because he knows he has a pit stop coming up here again soon. We're gonna get some more of that damage fixed and save that fast repair for catastrophic damage. So.
Yeah, just got word 78's packed her up. He's headed to the house.
Oh man, unfortunate for him. Bob Skinner still doesn't have a front end. He must be saving his fast fix for the stage.
That or he didn't pay his insurance.
No dental insurance for Bob. Sorry, Bob. We're going to help you out, that buddy, after the race.
Should have asked for a loan. We could have helped you.
Well,
yeah, he'll probably, just hang out in the back, wait for this last segment here, and oh well, he's going back into pit. Yeah, he's getting all the damage repair he can right now, saving that quick repair just in case something else happens to him.
I think so. I think someone needs to tell him, Bud, you ain't got a front end. You might want to get the quick fix. It might be a smart decision though. He could be waiting. He knows he has multiple he could be saving it for that last stage. If he can stay on the lead lap during those other parts, and he can just stay on the lead lap with that damaged car, and then take it in that last stage, he'll have a fresh one for the end. So if he can just make it to 90 with that might be the good way to go about it. So be interested to see our leader here, Shane, back and forth now. See if he can work his way back through the field. As 42, our Pulsar is back up there now too. So interesting race here, guys.
Well, just real quick, I'll bring up the caution info here for you guys. So far we have 2 cautions for 7 laps, 126 laps to go with 1 lead change. But their average lap time around this track right now is 32 flat, so that's pretty decent average time for this kind of temperature.
Definitely, and that'll drop down with our cautions. So having cautions slows that down. So they've been putting in a good pace here, and we'll see what happens here when this pace car comes off.
All right, well, I'll get them ready to go green. Pace car ducks in. Wait for the green flag to fly here.
Green's out.
And green's out. And
Bobby Hamilton.
Oh, no. Oh, into the 99 and into the 0. And, oh, yeah.
Yellow.
And we have yellow.
Hey, but the good news is Bobby Skinner made it through.
Yeah, Bobby Skinner, because he had getting them damage repair. He was way back, and he had time to slow down for that. So.
I would assume with this kind of temperature, I'll bring up the track here. The track temperature is 118 degrees here at Texas Motor Speedway. I would imagine starting in second gear is a no-go.
Oh, no, you can start in second gear. You have to let it grip up before you really apply the power.
Yeah, that's hard, though.
If you're starting to lose them, it's hard to get it back. I mean, third gear is going to still spin them a little bit. With 800 horsepower race cars, rolling at 45 mile an hour, it's going to light the rear tires up with if you just mash that accelerator. And just unfortunate for Bobby, he probably just, oh wow, sorry about that.
That's all right. I have my dogs do it too.
Yeah, I'll be right back. Sorry about that.
That's all right.
Well, I'll try to finish what he was saying. Basically, what I was going to say is that there's a certain speed at which you get the car to where then you can mash the throttle down. So you just kind of have to find that speed through a couple restarts, and then just learn, okay, this is where my tires aren't going to spin anymore. And that's if you start in second. Like Zach said, you start in third, the tires are going to spin a little bit, but that is definitely the more safer bet. And I think if these guys near the back of the field, that's probably what they're doing. Just being on the safe side, and since that will be a slower acceleration, if anything does happen up front like it just did, then they have more time to react to it.
Correct, correct. Well, it looks like Brandon stays out, and he's going to lead stage 1. They just got to complete this lap unless he goes down pit road. We'll have to wait and see here. See if he gets that bonus point for leading the stage.
That's true. I completely forgot about this stage. It is lap 45, so yeah, if I were him, I'd stay out. We just got some tires, so we can stay out.
Well, that's with iRacing. That's not going to hurt the heat cycle, you think? With this kind of, I know how iRacing is with tires, and it's very fit. Oh, he's coming down pit road.
And the 6 is going to stay out.
And that's going to give Chris. Let's see who crosses the line first, which would be Chris.
Chris, yeah.
Well, congratulations to Chris. I'll pop this up here to find it. There's your stage winner. Chris wins stage 1 and gets a bonus point. I'm not exactly sure how many points they get. Do they get 1 point or two?
They just get 1 championship point.
Okay, well, he gets 1 championship point. So, congratulations to Chris there for getting that. So, next stage, stage 2, we're going to be looking for lap 85.
Oh, did it change?
90. I'm back to.
Is it 90?
Yeah, it's at the completion of it. That's what Nick had told me before the race.
Okay, I thought it was 85, but oh no, you're right. I was looking at ours. My bad. My bad. I can be a rookie every night. That's all right.
That's fine, Robert.
So, all right. Well, I updated it up there on the left-hand side. Stage 2. We're looking for a lap 90.
No, I would bring down our stage winner here, but it doesn't look like he is available.
His radio station's not hooked up.
So let's see here.
Don't the NASCAR officials? You need to be hooked up. I think you're allowed to get away with that.
He might be blocking our radio.
Okay. All right. All right.
I just want to check something. Being nosy, I'm spying on guys, seeing if they took their fast fix. I'm checking pit road reaction here. Yeah, the 20 did take his fast fix for that damage, so the 20's all cleaned back up.
Well, so far he's got the fastest lap at a 30.2 on lap 20. So
yeah, he put down a burner there, but the 5 and the 6 I think got the strategy right here. They only restarted, so it'll be interesting. And Bob Skinner, oh, he's got teeth back, but he has no front end or no hood. So
that's good that his insurance covered them dental. So.
All right, well, pace car's in. We'll get ready to go green here. As Chris leads him down, green's out, boogity, 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 and it looks like everybody's taking it. Ooh, the 20 slips up a little bit, but keeps it under control.
Yeah, 20, a lot of wheel spin there, so the 6. So 20 loses their position from our pole setter there in the 42 of Brandon. Brandon, good run on the bottom. He's going to look to take second from the 5 of Mark. And wow, and he's going to look to take the lead. What a run.
Double down.
What a run from the 42 there of Brandon to take the lead from 4th position.
6 battle back outside. He's got that run off the top.
Wow, what a run off the top side there he got. Well, it's a really close race here, guys. Oh, wow. Holding it out sideways, Brandon. Woo.
Big track, big action.
6 gives up the bottom a little bit. The 42 sticking his nose there. I don't think he's going to make it work. Will the 20 get to his high side? As Bobby Hamilton Jr. and Mark, they're about to battle too. We got battles all over this place. There's Bobby Hamilton Jr. sticks inside. So is our 42 in second place. Man.
Oh, man.
Can you make a stick? The 6 clears, so the 6 is doing a great job holding the 42 off right now. He's doing a great job.
Yeah, I think that this is the point in the race where the rubber on the track has started to make that bottom line not stick as well. So I think right now the middle and the bottom line are pretty even.
Definitely,
so this is where we're going to start seeing guys kind of search for the fastest line around here.
Yeah, it's 6 is doing a great job on these old tires. The 5 on Mark, he's still back to here in 5th, but he's doing a great job also. So, man, what a battle! The 20 is all over the 42, the 42 is all over the 6, and we got Bobby Hamilton Jr. lurking up here in the 25. Look at these guys. Oh, wow, on the right line. A little loose from Brandon. Shane looks it outside. Will Shane make this outside line work here? So Brandon packs it down in there. And the Bobby Hamilton Jr. is looking to stick his nose up in here after he had some issues on his last restart. The 6 is... Man, these guys are getting runs all days on each other. The 42 is going to look inside the 6 now for the lead.
It's a 4-way battle for the lead right now.
Oh, man, is the 20 going to lose out in this? Or is Bobby Hamilton Jr. going to clear them? As the 42 takes the lead. Bobby Hamilton Jr. looks to move from... Wow, he was going to move from 4th to 2nd place with one move there. Wow, what a move from Bobby Hamilton there.
Yeah, I think them tires on the 6 are giving up.
They're showing their age now as he's gotten moved to 4th, but him and the 5, the 6 and the 5 did a good job right there. Really not on the motor tires holding guys off as long as they could. So as Shane's gonna look to challenge here Bobby, and maybe Bobby can run down Brandon. So we got us a race, guys. As Bobby's making that inside line right there work, as Brandon really loose. These guys are on the edge tonight, guys.
Well, we know Bobby used up his quick repair, so he's going to have to take it easy the rest of the way, because if he gets any kind of damage, that can ruin his night and the points.
Definitely. He needs to think big picture, I think, and definitely not push it too hard, but I can tell you, when you have that leader out in front of you, you always, it's like a horse, they chomp on the bit, and you know, you get to the point where you're like, man, I want to lead, so I know that feeling, and I'm sure he's feeling it right now, so it'll be interesting to see if he does.
There's that, and then, you know, in his mirror, you have 20 car. Dude, this is the first time you've seen him in your mirror today, and I think he would much rather keep him back there than rather
see him drive off.
Look out in your windshield and seeing him.
Definitely. I think if you let the 20 get by, it's gonna be hard to get back by him. So as the 42 and 25, though, the 42 and 25 are showing that they've got strength too on these runs. So it's not gonna be easy for the 20 here. As you can throw a blanket over these guys. They're right there. So this is the great thing about NASCAR racing. With the slick racetracks, you get racing like this, and this is why I love it.
Oh, we definitely got a battle back here with the 56 and the 0 and the 17 now, too.
Definitely. The 00 is looking on the bottom here. The 56 trying to move his way up in the 6th position. As he gets some of the apron, whoa, really loose. As Nick in the 17 is going to look to maybe take victim of that. And we'll loose through the tri-oval. And the 17 will move on in the 7th position there and take it from Paul. As the 56 adjusting moves on away.
That was a classic example of why you never want to touch the apron in 3 and 4.
Definitely, and especially when it's already loose. As the 00 looking got some of the wall 2 out of 2, so he's gonna be looking to get to the end of the stage.
Yeah, 00 is he's fighting a mean car right now.
He definitely is.
Oh, and near.
What a save!
Yeah,
Wow,
that was a great piece of driving right there. And that's the thing, when you touch that apron and you start sliding, it gets those rear tires heated up a little bit, and it's really hard to cool them back down into their normal operating temperature. And so he's gonna have to be very careful about not sliding the rear end around too much, or those tires are just gonna keep getting hotter and hotter, and he's gonna be sliding around more and more.
That's for sure.
We'll ride from the chopper cam. Man, that thing is just wicked mean on him right now. I know if a car was that bad for me personally, I would take it down pit road and get fresh tires. You might wind up a lap down, but you know that might save your race.
Yeah, it's a possibility. I think he's going to try to hold it out to the end of the stage, which they should have a pit stop coming up soon if they're going to the end of the stage. I don't think they're going to make it. So, and these leaders, I've been watching this the whole time, and man, these guys, one guy will make a mistake, the other guy gets a run on him. The other guy makes a mistake, he gets a run on him, and it's back and forth. It's they're playing tug of war right now with Bobby Hamilton Jr. in the middle of it. So it's some good racing. These guys are all over the place going down the straightaway, just holding on to the cars as they're going up over some of the bumps down the straightaways, losing rear end grip, really just sawing on the wheel down the straightaway, which is I love. It's something different. So
yeah. Well, real quick, we'll ride along in the cockpit view with Bobby, or give these viewers a ride around the Texas here as he's going into turn 1 here. You can see him sawing the wheel like Zach said, on and off the gas. Really, he's playing throttle hard. Full throttle going down the backstretch, looking at the 42, getting down into the white line on turn 3, sawing that wheel, sawing easy on the gas. You can hear them tires. The tires are just skidding completely through the turn. Comes through the tri-oval, and that's a lap around Texas Motor Speedway with Bobby Hamilton Jr.
Yeah, it's a handful around this track, as you can see from on board there on Bobby. And man, the 20, like Brian says, the rubber lays down this racetrack. It's going to change, and the 20 hadn't been able to get around these guys. As Bobby tried something different there, and I think he lost a little bit of time, but trying to help his exit probably here. So it'll be interesting. These guys are moving around. This is when racing is great, because you can just move all around the track and try to find what suits, you know, how your car's handling. So, but Brandon's doing a great job of keeping his composure up front and not making a mistake.
Yeah, he's just keeping it smooth, steady, and speedy, and he's sitting pretty here with about halfway through the stage. Coming up on lap 65.
We had a pass, looks like fourth and fifth have been battling through the whole time while we were talking 6. These are the guys who stayed out. Chris in the 6 and Mark in the 5, who makes a pass in the 4th here on Chris. They've been battling the whole time as they stayed out on them older tires.
They got Justin looking underneath
yeah, Justin,
here.
He's been making time up on him as
if he holds on to it.
Woo! Hold on to her,
Saving
Justin.
it all the way down the backstrip.
Wow.
Yeah, that was a handful. As Nick even pulls up now and he's saying, I'm here too, guys. Wow, Brandon's starting to stretch out a little bit, and Bobby's starting to stretch out on Shane too, so
I think we need to really keep an eye on this 56 right now, because now it looks like he's got the mean car.
Yeah, it's like Brian said, you can heat these tires up, and man, they just turns evil as used to.
Whoa, man. Oh, we're all just amazed right now of his driving skill of just keeping that thing up underneath him. Oh, and we got the 6. Oh, and the 6 smokes. Oh, and the 56 into the wall.
That was it. It looked bad, but that was a great job on him. Good reaction time to get on the brakes and not give the driver of that 6 car some whiplash there. That, you know, he got into the wall a little bit, but that definitely that saved the whole field from a caution there.
Yeah. He did a great job there, and I think we need to give a shout out to Bob Skinner here, riding with no hood, to the end of the stage, because I mean, if you can see, he's right here behind the 00 Paul. Like, I think once he gets him a fast fix under himself, we might see Bob Skinner maybe moving up some positions, because he's got a lot of damage. Where did our 20 car go? Did the 20 wreck? The 20 is pitted. Oh, and he's all messed this pit stop up. He's way too far to the left.
Yeah.
He's got huge trouble on pit road.
It's going to cost him a lot of time here.
Yeah, looks like he decided to make an early pit stop for tires.
Yeah, I was going around looking for him, and I was like, where did he go? And there he is. And Bobby Hunter Jr., as I spoke on that too, is reeled up in onto Brandon here because he's put together some pretty good laps in a row here. Man, Bobby Hunter Jr. really solid on the wheel down the back straightaway.
Wow, wow. Well, I want to give a shout out to all the viewers out there on Facebook, YouTube, and all the social media platforms. We appreciate you guys tuning in and hope you enjoy the show. So, just wanted to give them a shout out there, guys.
And as you said that, it's 0-0. Yeah.
Yeah.
0-0 got a little loose and smacked the outside wall, but luckily he kept it straight, so no caution.
Let's say he'll be bringing her down pit road. That was a hard hit.
Well, they're 25 to 30 laps now on their tires.
Yeah, it's getting that point where it's hard to drive. So Shane Wood lost a lot of time on that pit stop. It'll be interesting to see how he comes out compared to Brandon.
Oh, and we have the leaders pitting.
Yep, leaders. I said that leaders are pitting on pit road. And Bobby Hilton Jr. like he gained a little bit of time on the entrance pit road there. As he did a good job getting her woed down. And one of the things like we've seen from Shane, I don't know if we got that on tape, but it's so hard to get these cars to stop in the pit box, even at 55 or 50 mile an hour. It's so amazing how hard it is to get them to stop.
Yeah, and you can see the 42 and 25 baby in.
Yeah, they did a great job and didn't overdrive it into their box, and it's going to help them a lot here.
Well, that gives Nick Hurd the lead, and that takes Bob Skinner, Rockstar, up to second place.
Bob Skinner's doing a great job with that Hurt car. I hope he has a fast fix because might be able to see him move himself up the leaderboard here. As he's loose too, I can see that he's loose in the tribal as the 5 is coming really fast on him here.
Yeah,
that shows you the difference. Tires. That's new shoes compared to old shoes.
Yeah, and Bob just left him go by.
Yeah. As Brandon, he got a better exit out of pit road it looked like than our leader here, Bobby. As they pass by Nick to take the lead back, I believe. Or that won't be for lead.
No, right now it's shown on the lead lap just Nick and Bob Skinner.
Right. Yep, that's right. Yeah, that was to get them back on the lead lap. But I can see as they pass Nick in the 17 for to get their lap back. New tires is huge. It's like you're stuck to a pole. They drive away from you. Yeah,
well, we'll see. We won't know until they get by to do their lap here, but Nick ran a 32.693 to once they cross the finish. But we got Nick now entering pit road to Brandon's 30.4.
Nick loses it on the pit road. Them old tires right there, and he's got a lot of front end damage. Let's see if he opts to use that fast fix. I don't know if he's used it already. And Bob Skinner's going to be our leader, guys, here.
Dental implants is the way to go.
Yeah.
It might be hoping for a caution here. Get some track position, go in, take that quick fix, and he'll be up at the front of the field with everybody on the level. Well, he's coming into it.
Yeah. Yeah, I was about to say he's probably running pretty low on fuel right by now. As he gets it lowered down, that's a great entry by Bob there. And looks like our leader's going to cycle back around to the 42 here with Bobby Hamilton Jr. in second. And as you can see, if you see the distance that between him and Shane Wood from the 42 now, as Shane had a huge mistake on pit road, it's a really big distance, and that shows you just what pit road can do for you if you get a pit road right.
To give some context to the new tires here, before Brandon, our leader, pitted, his last lap was a 32.408. His first lap of new tires was a 30.7. So you're talking almost a 2-second difference.
Wow.
Old tires versus new tires.
And that's like 25 laps into it. So,
yep.
Wow.
That's yeah. That shows you how difficult it is.
So to me, it sounds like the first 10 laps is the key laps. Might be something you want to think about towards the end of the race.
Yeah, the first 10 laps on these tires, you let them come in nicely, they'll usually be nice to you near the end. If you got there and run qualifying laps, they're going to be mean usually the last 15
Well,
laps.
then that's my problem.
Yeah, it's easy to over push the tire, and with that mistake of Shane Wood in 22, we had the number 5 of Mark, one of our new guys, move up into third place, and he's been running a completely different line this whole race than everybody. He's got that high line arcing it into 1 and 2, getting down to the white line, and 3 and 4 he's running way up high. So he's got something different working for him. But he's showing he's got some pretty good speed in that 5 machine. As he's been the fastest guy by around the last few laps.
Oh, we had 3 blinking there.
Yeah, maybe 5 will get around him clean. Yeah, the 5, he's going up high. He's using some of that clean track with no rubber on it that nobody's used yet. He's making it work.
He definitely is. It's very interesting. He's making that work so well.
All right, well, with that being said, we're going to quick run to a commercial break. So like I say to everybody, we need to wet our whistles. So we will be right back.
in the outside contact, mate. 56 slides it at a 4. Who's going to be at the stripe? Did even give it to Ryan Truex. Truex is your winner over Tandy.
All right, we're back. We're back. Thank you for everybody for letting wet our whistles. Quick, give a shout out there to Ed Burrell out there in the chat. Thank you for tuning in there on the YouTube side, bud. But we're back to the action here, guys.
Yeah, while we were away during commercial, the 56 of Justin got loose off of 4, shot through the grass at the front stretch, and clipped a little bit of the entrance or the exit of pit road, so that damaged his car, damaged his tires, and he probably got an unsafe pit entry from good old iRacing. So he had a pretty good solid race going for him there, and that just all went away very quickly.
Yeah, unfortunately we missed that action, but I'm right along here with Bob Skinner. He started 11th and he moved himself up to 6th place. So even with no hood, he's hanging in there.
And he's the last car on the lead lap. We'll see just how.
The 0-0 is
0.
Nope, you're right now. My scoring didn't update, so I apologize for that.
Yeah, the leader's coming out of turn 2, and Bobby is in the middle of 3 and 4, so he only has to hold on to this position here for about 6 more laps, and he can stay on the lead lap. If he can do that, he'll be sitting really pretty for this last segment here.
Yes, yes. Now we'll bring up the top 5 here, and we get Brandon is now. Whoa.
Technical difficulties?
Yeah. Give me a second. It just threw me right into instant replay. Don't ask me why, but I'll bring it back up.
Yeah, sometimes those buttons like to push themselves.
Yeah, I didn't even touch that button. I don't even know why it... Oh, iRacing crashed.
Oh, lovely.
That's alright. We'll bring it right back. Once it allows me to bring it back. So with that being said, I'm going to bring up this here until we can get it to reload.
There's not a whole lot happening on the track right now since those green flag pit stops. Everybody's been spaced out quite a bit, and so everybody's just trying to keep all 4 tires underneath them to the end of the segment here. We got see, we'll be coming down to 3 to go till the segment ends.
Yeah, we got.
Just keep talking, guys. I'm loading the game. iRacing crashed, so I apologize for that. But we'll be right back here, guys.
Yeah, we got 3 to go. Brandon's got a 1.4 second lead over our second place driver, Bobby Hamilton Jr. While while we were at commercial break, I was looking around some, and I noticed when we get back in here, we can show Bobby Hamilton Jr.'s got a little bit of right front damage. He got that a few laps after coming out of pit road, I noticed, and man, I think that's hurting him a little bit, but he's doing a great job in staying right here with Brandon and not losing much time to him. So he's hanging on with that right front damage. I think he's got to get a little bit of it repaired to help him out a little bit, but he's still doing a great job. He's running lap times right with them, and they're really the fastest car on the track is Shane Wood. Oh no, the 20. Big damage. And he had took a fast repair. He got loose coming out of 2. Oh man. He hit the outside wall and then lost him to the inside wall. And Shane Wood, I think that may end his night maybe. I don't think it's gonna end his night, but we'll see if he takes it behind the wall.
Yeah, he's got some rear end damage there, tons of front end damage. I have to imagine he's got about 3. Well, he's gonna pit and take some damage repair. I'd have to guess probably about 3, 4, 5 minutes, somewhere in that range.
Definitely, he's gonna lose a lap here. Looks like he's still sitting there, so looks like he's gonna take some damage repair for sure.
Yeah, if I were him, I would just get it. If he did get a meatball flag, what we call a meatball flag is basically
Yellow flag is out.
So, as we got a caution here.
That's the end of the stage. And our stage winner will be Brandon, the 42.
All right. We were live, so we're all good. We're all caught up. I don't know why iRacing decided to go crap on me, but sometimes you can't control the internet.
All right. Well, Brandon here in the 42. He's gonna be our stage winner. After I guess after they come out of pit road, you're gonna get an interview with him, Brian. I guess.
Yeah, we can get an interview with him. Last time I was a little late to the party on that one.
And the 6 didn't. The 6, I believe, didn't have a
radio.
Yeah, he don't have us on radio. Unfortunately, we can't get access to his radio. So
yeah, we'll let the 42 pit here, and then we'll
talk.
Have a chat with him.
Yeah, and I don't know, Robert, if you got that on the thing, but our number 20, he's looks like he's gonna be pretty terminal. He's 2 laps down. Did Nick Hurd?
He's still sitting on. Well, it looks like he retired.
Oh, yep. Shane just took it behind the wall. That's it for Shane Wood.
It's unfortunate.
It's unfortunate for him. Really good start off to the race, but mistakes on pit road led to, unfortunately, pushing a little too hard, maybe. And Bob Skinner, he's going to be the last car to lead lap in 5th place, as Paul will get his lap back in the 00. So 6th place. We'll have 6 cars on lead lap. But Bob Skinner here, I want to see if he takes a fast fix. Does a new hood pop up? Oh no, I don't see one. Bob Skinner may have used his fast fix accidentally earlier in the race or something.
Could have, yeah. Usually we, over in Racinfreeks, we remind him.
Yeah, we possibly did not get a chance to remind him there, but it looks like he'll probably get more damage repair though done. Yeah, looks like he's getting some of that car's starting to fill out a little more. And Brandon's still in pit road. Wow.
Yeah.
Still getting some damage, I guess.
No, Brandon's just sitting there. He must have had to do something real quick. But there, Brandon leaves now. He's gonna come off pit road about 4th place. But looks like the number 5 on Mark is gonna win the race off pit road. So he's gonna be the winner off pit road. But I guess we can get to talk to Brandon now.
Yeah,
maybe.
we'll talk to Brandon here, see what kind of plan he has to maybe get this thing up in victory lane. Brandon, is Brian in the booth? You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
And you've been looking really good throughout this race. You've managed to keep it clean and not too many pit road issues. So how's the car feeling out there? We've noticed the track is rubbered up quite a bit. Has the line changed at all? And what's the car feel like out there?
My line really hasn't changed. I try, like from watching real life NASCAR races, I see Harvick down there on the white line. That's where I usually try to keep it. But it's kind of sketchy after about 10-15 laps coming out of the corners. But it's nothing we can't handle. It's fun racing against Bobby and Shane. Unfortunately, Shane just wrecked out, but those two are pretty fun to race against.
Yeah, we had there for a little bit. There was 4 of you guys. We could have thrown a blanket over y'all. Were racing really fast, really close. It was an awesome show to watch. So what do you think about pitting here in this last segment? You gonna short pit some of these guys? You gonna stay out for as long as you can and then pit? What kind of strategy you got to end this thing up in victory lane?
Honestly, I don't know yet, because usually I just go on the fly when I decide to pit and stuff, so I am not 100% sure yet.
Sometimes playing it by ear works the best, so we'll let you get back to racing this thing, and hopefully we'll see you up in victory lane at the end.
10-4.
Brian, I gotta give you a medal. You're the best interviewer of all time.
Oh, come on, no. That would
sometimes
have to
playing it by. You said sometimes playing it by ear. I love it, Robert. You like that, Robert? I know you did.
I love it a lot better than I'm doing.
Hey, that boy got skill. Oh man, but yeah, Brandon said playing it on fly. Yeah, it'll be interesting. Got what 72 laps to go when we take the green here.
Let's see, we're on lap 95 out of 167.
That is 72, right? Or no, my bad. 73.
Math is not our strong suit. As we're coming to the green flag.
Green, green, green.
And boogity, boogity, boogity. There goes his 5. He spins the tires a little bit. Bobby Hamilton Jr. Great restart on the outside there. Can he take the lead though? That'll be the question.
I don't think he's going to be able to clear.
He cleared? Oh, no, he doesn't.
No, he doesn't clear him.
Wow, oh, they're all loose. They're all off the wall, everything. It's 3 wide going into 3 back here at 0-0.
Oh, and the 5 almost into the 25.
Wow, that's close.
Trying to make 30 over there.
I believe we might have had some net code even on that, too.
I thought math wasn't our good suit.
He's trying to make 30.
Yeah.
That's... That was a good one. We got Bobby Hamilton Jr. though, man. That was a great pass on the outside from him. Oh, there's a car in the back. Can't see who that is.
That's the 56.
He held on to her. He was dirt tracking it down the straightaway. A 0-0 though made a pass on Bob Skinner and Brandon 3 wide. Like, he's going somewhere.
And these guys know this. You know, this is the one of possibly only 2 times they're going to have these fresh tires. The old tires are hard to pass with, so if you can pass these guys on new tires, we'd much rather do it now than later.
Definitely, new tire passes are a lot easier than old tire passes.
That too is taunting that apron.
Whoa, Bobby Hamilton. Big moment for him there as the 5 is going to have a big run. He doesn't use it, man. It'll be interesting to see what Bobby does. That he's got a good bit of right front damage still, so.
Yeah, it could be some of that damage that his pit group can't quite fix.
Definitely. Unfortunately, sometimes they can't get to it. There's a double zero. He's got him a rocket ship now. He's moving up to
power
third.
move.
Made it stick, that's for sure. Bobby Hamilton Jr. here getting the pressure from the 5. 5 all over the back bumper. Wow. The doubles. This just let the double zero close in. As the 5 is using his 3 and 4 high line. Very interesting line, I gotta say. He's making it work, but that double zero. Man, he's using that white line to his advantage. Oh, as the 5 is gonna have another great run. That top side is getting great runs down the straightaway. That's for sure.
Got the double zero. Domino's Pizza looking was gonna look on the high side, but now we got a battle for the lead.
We're going 3 wide.
Oh,
Who's gonna go in first? Nobody gives. Oh, Bobby Hamilton Jr. on the high side. We're still 3 wide, boys. As Bobby Hamilton on the outside clears them. What a move from Bobby Hamilton. He's not the first one to blink, that's for sure, because he held it in there.
well, that gets the 6 a run too.
Yeah, the 6 just moved up as, wow, the 5 got a little loose there too. The double zero looks like he'll move back in front of the 6 maybe as he clears them.
Whoa.
Man. Bobby Hamilton though, what a move on the high line there. He sent it, that is for sure. If you want to know about sending it, that was sending it. 'Cause he trusted the 5 in the double zero. He had to have a lot of trust in him there, not to hope that they didn't wreck each other below him or move up into him. Because man, he made it stick though. That was awesome. That was
He gave him all the space he could.
definitely.
So.
He didn't pinch him off or nothing. He gave him racing. That's what you should do in 3 wide. So it was a smart move by him, giving him a bunch of room. As the double zero, man, he's trying to make it look like he's almost second place, and maybe he can run up here on Bobby Hamilton. As the 42 back here, and Brandon, he's been kind of watching all this. It'll be interesting to see if he gets up here and gets around these guys.
Well, Go ahead. So Ken Johnson, sorry.
My bad. I was just going to say he might be saving some tires here. Saving tires in iRacing doesn't work quite as well as it used to. But he might be doing that. Maybe he's hanging back there just because he sees these guys being really racy and he doesn't want to be involved in any sort of incidents.
Yeah, definitely. As you were saying that, our leader, man, he almost lost in the trial. It's getting to that point too where his tires are going to start to get straightaway a little less stability on the straightaway. As the 5 really goes wide, and there the double zero takes it.
Oh, can the 6 hold it?
He had to move fast because he was able to run over the 5 if he didn't. So let's give the 42 a position to get around both of them maybe here as he clears the 5. He's going to look on the inside of the 6. As we were talking about Brandon, Brandon looks to make, oh man, it's close.
Well, with all this battling here in the back, well, it looks like the 42 is going to clear the 6. Maybe.
Maybe not. Oh, as the double zero's in the wall hard.
Ooh.
Yeah, double zero bounced it off the wall pretty hard there.
Well, with these guys battling like this, Zach, that's helping Bobby.
Double zero's really loose. What a save from Paul off of turn 4. Man. That was too far gone, I thought. And Brandon didn't make that move. He made it to 3rd, so wow.
To answer your question, Robert, I know it was directed towards Zach, but I'll answer for you.
What did you say?
What did I say?
I've been watching these races. I'm sorry.
Bobby Hamilton Jr., does this help him? It definitely does.
Yes.
Yeah, no, that's for sure. It definitely does.
Well, yeah, he's pulling out to almost a 2-second lead now here over Brandon.
Brandon's moved into 2nd here, so
Clean air.
it'll be interesting to see what lap times Brandon runs compared to Bobby, and I want to see their strategy really, because that's I don't think they can make it on just one stop. I think it's going to have to be a 2-stop, because it's going to definitely have to be a 2-stop in my opinion. So if one of these guys can make it in a 1-stop, if they save enough, congrats to them. So
yeah, I think you're right. I think the longest run we've seen was from
31, 32 laps. Yeah.
Yeah, and he was hanging on for dear life.
Exactly. So it's gonna be hard for someone to make it 35 laps. I think tires is at least their issue. If they had the fuel, that they definitely would go there. It's just who has the fuel, and that's where I think strategy's going to have to come into play here soon. If you're going to make a two-stop here, you're going to have to be pitting. There's no time to be waiting. If you think you can make it, then stay out. But I'm not sure someone can make it that far.
Wow, and that 00 is just well, we're 17 laps into the run now, so and then we got the 00 blinking.
He's got a little blinking issue going on there, but he looks like it cleared up.
It's not Christmas time yet.
He's through the grass. He's blinking, mowing grass.
Oh man, that's not good. He's ready for Christmas.
Oh man,
it's coming up. I went through Target the other day over in the back corner at the outdoor section over. You got some Christmas lights for sale.
Yeah, they do here too.
Yay!
Yeah, I want a quick shout out to everybody out there. We're hitting 18 views now here right now, so thank you for everybody for tuning in.
Yeah, thank you everybody. I wonder if they do Christmas lights at Texas Motor Speedway like they do at Charlotte.
They might. I have to wonder if all of these tracks that are part of this Motor Speedway group,
exactly,
like
yeah,
Bristol and New Hampshire, they probably all do it. But yeah, if you're near the Charlotte area, Charlotte, North Carolina, I highly recommend the Christmas lights at the track. It's a very cool experience. Get to drive on the infield and get to take a trip. Yeah. Drive on the road course, see some awesome Christmas lights, and then they have all sorts of vendors out by the garage area. You can go into the garage.
It's really cool, awesome. Yeah. I'm actually going to go to it for my first time this year, so I plan on it. So
they don't do it here at the local at Pocono or Dover, so I never heard of that.
Yeah, I don't know if they do it at just a certain, because of course Texas and Charlotte are all owned by the same people like that. Pocono is actually owned by an independent family, so they're probably on a different thing. That's why I was just wondering if Texas had it. But while we're blabbing about Christmas lights, Brandon, he's been reeling in Mr. Bobby Hamilton Jr. here. Bobby Hamilton's seeing that red car get bigger and bigger as he's making slight mistakes, and I think the damage on the front end is not helping either. So.
Well, Rick just let us know out here on chat it was snowing in Iowa today.
Wow, and it was hot today.
Yeah, it was snowing in Denver too. So.
Wow. Yeah, I seen the snow in Denver where they're playing that football game.
Yep. So.
Brandon's on the apron a little bit. Whew, off too.
Well, Brandon's definitely mowing down Bobby. He's coming fast.
Yeah,
so.
He's about a tenth or two quicker.
Yeah, he saved his tires, so we can see the difference on saving tires because they're on 23 laps on their run now.
The 00 is, I think he may be coming down pit road. He's had another big hit with the wall. Just seems like as the run goes on for Paul, it's just not been the best race for him there. He's in having some really slick racetrack, hard to hang on to, so very understandable, but it's unfortunate for him there. He's going to bring down pit road and see if be interesting to see if he parks it or maybe keeps going. Right now he's just on pit road.
Yeah, the track's 2 degrees hotter than it was starting out. At the beginning of the race, it was 117 degrees Fahrenheit. Now it's 119. So, 2 degrees doesn't sound like a lot, but when it's this hot, it does make a difference.
Definitely.
How much of a difference?
I mean, it.
Yeah, you could.
Well, you're gonna say it better than I am, but turn 2 gets just a little bit more slick. Turn 4, coming off of it, gets a little more slick, and I think I notice it more in the tri-oval than anything.
Side by side for the lead. Bobby Hamilton got a little loose in the tri-oval there, but is he gonna? Wow, both of them lifting big time right there. They both had a moment. As Bobby Hansen pulls back ahead, but how long can he hold off this 42 of Brandon?
Or does Brandon do a short pit on him and go in and get fresh tires and try to leapfrog him out there on the track?
I think at this point he knows he ran him up so far. I think he needs to wait. I think the longer it goes for Brandon, the better it is right now, because he's been able to run Bobby down. Unless Bobby's been saving out here, which it's hard to do when it's a slick race track like this. It's hard to be able to save once you have that. So man, both these guys are really driving it hard though. Man, we even had a pass for third. That's the 5 car took third place from Chris. So Mark's up in the third now.
42's got a great run on the 25 going in that turn 1.
Right? Oh, Bob Skinner has a... Did he take his fast fix?
Yes, he did.
Why didn't he... Oh, man, I wish he would have took it earlier. I wish he would have took it on that stage there, because, but we're going to have a really nice battle. Sorry about that, but...
Well, Bob Skinner's only a lap down, so...
Yeah, and he's pitted. He's pitted, so he's got his pit done. As, man, look at 42. He's going to take the inside.
I think he might have him here.
Clear, clear, clear. 42 takes the lead. Will Bobby fight back on the outside? I don't think he's got no tire for him.
Oh, he's trying.
Definitely.
I think it'll be interesting to see here if Bobby Hamilton Jr. pits now, but 42's got around him.
I would pit, but that's me.
Definitely. I think Bobby's time to hit the pit road. Yep. Boom. Pit road. I think that was the perfect time for Bobby to hit it, because he's only going to lose more time from there. So, and with Bob Skinner now on, a fresh car, I want to see what Bob has got now. He's up to 5th, so can he make his way up the leaderboard? Looks like he's going to move past the 5 too. So his shorter pit here, he's making up time.
Yeah, I think if it goes green, this might work out pretty well for him.
And we'll have the 42 coming in the pits as the 6 will take the lead. Or no, 6 is coming down, my bad. 6 is coming down pit road, and he holds on to. Good save.
Alright, well, Bob just made his pit stop, and he's heading back out.
I was going to move ahead of Bobby Hamilton Jr. here.
42's in the pits. 6 is coming down. So that should put Bob in the lead.
Should, like,
if he can get by the 42 and the 6, it will.
Well, let's see if he can leapfrog him.
There's the 6. There goes the 42.
There's the 42. Bob Skinner gonna take the lead. Wow.
Playing the strategy.
Wow. Now, he's 6 laps different than the 42 and the 25, so we'll see how much of a factor that plays.
They're definitely going to run down pretty quick, but I think Bob's going to hope that 42's going to get up there and race that 25 maybe a little bit. So, in the end, Bob is running his own race right now in his mind. He's pitting to his Delta, and he's going to pit again at a certain point, and I mean, how far back he was to where he's at now, I think it's played out better for him than I would have thought.
Well, can he run it out now, or would you recommend maybe making another pit stop because of the tires?
Another pit stop. Yeah, they're not going to be able to make it on fuel. These guys out here that just pitted won't be able to make it either. So everybody's got to stop one more time, and really, Bob's running great lap times for his tires.
Hey, he's running a 31.189 to Bobby's 30.6.
If he can keep this pace, man, he might be able to make something happen here. Not saying winning happened, but he may be able to steal a better position than maybe he would have thought he would have got after running around with that damage all night. As the 42 and 25, they're going to be pretty close here together.
Well, right now Bob is 1.8 behind in front of Bob, hey, the Bob and Bob show. Is there a real show? Yeah, I think there's a real show out there called Bob and Bob, or Bob. Oh,
Bob's Burgers.
that's it. Or we say, Bob can build it.
Bob the Builder. Well, Bobby on the apron getting a little loose. Is the 42's going to drive around him?
And that's what Bob needs to see.
Bob liked that, but he wanted a little more of that.
Yeah, he wanted them to be side by side for about 20 laps.
Yeah, he would love to see a battle. It'll be interesting how this plays out because Bob
the
did
5 car's coming too. So.
Yeah, the 5. Yeah, you also got the 5 there coming in. So.
Yeah, this is interesting. He's 1.6 now. If he can hold that ground, tires should maybe, hopefully, level out.
I think he'll be pitting around lap 140 is when I could see him pitting. Anywhere in that range, from 137 to pretty much at lap 137, the pit window opens up for all these guys. So anywhere from 137, we can see guys coming down. It'll be interesting to see how far back Bob will be with his play here. It'll be another 9 laps before the pit window opens, but we'll see. He'll make up more ground by pitting earlier than the guys too if he does it right at the pit window opening. So.
Well, but what if the 42 and the 25 get by the 82? How long do you stay out there until you say, okay, I'm going to go and get tires? Or do you pit? Or would that pitting too early kind of really screw the whole plan up?
I think Bob pits as soon as that pit window opens.
Okay.
Pretty much at 137, I think he hits pit road because he doesn't. You're going to give up time now. Like now that Brandon's ahead of you, I don't think this is a play. Like I said, I don't think this is a play for the win. This may be a play for anywhere from 3rd, 4th, 5th, like getting a top 5 for sure. I mean, there's 5 cars in the lap, so top 5 looks pretty reasonable. But maybe even a top 3. Like this will be interesting because he's got to go another 8 laps too, so it'll be interesting though because Brandon now is out here clean selling and he's setting really good lap times.
Bob Skinner, the 5 car got by Bob.
Definitely.
So that puts him back to 4th place, and he's now running 14 laps on his tires. He's ran a 32.229 to the leader's 31 flat to the 31 threes. So that's a huge difference just on 6 laps on tires.
Yeah, there's a 6 going to take it from Bob too. So Bob moves back into the 5th position, but we saw the power of the undercut.
Yeah, I'm just wondering how far he stays out there, Zach, and maybe we can get Sodacan Johnson to run down pit road and find out what the game plan is on that pit crew of what Bob's going to do.
Yeah, I mean it's interesting. I know he probably doesn't want many people to know what his strategy is right now. He's probably trying to make these guys guess when he's gonna go.
He probably unplugged his radio too, huh?
I mean, he's got 3 options. He can pit as soon as the pit window opens up for him. He can pit. He can split the rest of the segment in half. So whenever he first came back onto the track after his first pit stop, however many laps there was, cut that in half, and that's when he pits. Or he can go as far as he can and then pit. I think he's just got to time it right. He's got to time it right to where he's in front of him, and he can stay in front of him for 2 or 3 laps and grab that checkered flag.
Okay.
Definitely. If you catch a timely caution too, that would always help. So
That too.
if you're in his position, Brian, what are you doing? What lap are you pitting on?
I think I'm cutting it in half.
Yeah.
I like cutting things in half. I don't know. That's just me.
Interesting.
If I'm in this situation, I cut it in half.
Okay.
I've seen just 6 lap old tires. How much slower they are compared to the newer tires. So I think I just kind of cut this in half now that I was up front, no caution came out, so I cut it in half. What do you do?
See, I'm thinking right as soon as this window opens up, I bet on myself to be to be able to go out there and put down good lap times, but not put down qualifying. You know, like, I don't go out there and burn them off. Bob's doing a great job, though, because he's losing about 4 to 5 tenths a lap here to Brandon, the leader. So he's losing time, but I think in the net, when he comes back down pit road, he'll be, it'll be, what do you call it? He'll be closer behind Brandon than he was the first time he pitted. Because I believe he was a lot farther behind the first time he pitted, so it should get an even bigger gap next time. So it'll be interesting to see the gap, but
well, what was his gap from his last pit stop? Was it like a 1.8?
What Brandon to Bobby Hamilton?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think at that point it was no. Well, then actually it was pretty close. It was like a half second.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about Bob Skinner.
I was talking about Bob Skinner.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought it was like a 1.8, 1.9.
Oh no, Bob Skinner at one point was a. Oh, you're talking when he came out. Yeah, he had about a 1.8 second. He had about a 2-second lead.
All right, so we can see when he does make his pit stop, his last one, how far does that put him in front when these front leaders make their pit stop? Does he gain by keeping, you know, steady lap time?
Yeah, there's a lot of strategies. As man, even the 6 moved in the 3rd, I believe, there too. He took it from the 5, but just a few laps ago. So the 6 is up to 3rd, and he's not far behind Bobby Hamilton. So he's looking maybe to take the 2nd position away from Bobby Hamilton Jr.
Yeah, and the 42 still is he's still running 31.8s compared to everybody's 32s. So, and Bob Skinner ran a 32.4. So.
Yeah, Brandon's doing a great job of keeping these tires under him right now.
He mentioned, you know, he watches Kevin Harvick go around this track and just stick to that white line, and that's what he's done, and it's worked out well for him. It's fast, the tires seem to like that a lot, so, you know, he's bad fast right now.
Or he's freaky fast.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Freaky fast. I think that's what it says on. It says that on his Kevin Harvick's cars. It's freaky fast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, wow.
So
Something just happened to Bobby Hamilton.
Yeah, I don't know.
Bobby Hamilton. Wow, he got. Looks like he just went wide into 3 and 4. The 6 got under him. He got loose. Had a big lift. Was almost into the walls. The 17 got a great run. And it looks like I said, Bob Skinner on pit road.
Oh, here comes the strategy now.
With the 5 too. See, this is what I'm saying. These guys' pit window opened up for them. They're coming down and taking advantage of it. So these guys are going to be. There's going to be 2 guys playing this strategy.
But that's a long way to the end. This is lap 142. We got to go to 167. That's a long way.
Oh yeah. Like I said, it's going to open up at lap 30. As soon as lap 30 happens, you're going to see guys taking a chance. You catch a caution, maybe. You never know. With some of these guys sliding around, we've seen it happen. So,
well, you definitely don't want to catch a caution right now, because then that puts you a lap down, and they go and get fresh tires. And
oh, definitely, yeah. You want to cycle back around ahead of them, of course.
Yeah.
So you don't want to wait a few laps.
Because right now, Brandon's in his own zip code right now.
He very much is. He's way out there.
And he's clipping off. He just ran
the 6 of Chris. Woo, he saved.
I ducked down in pit road.
Yeah, he better hit pit road now. Yeah.
Oh, there goes Bobby. Bobby's coming down pit
Bobby
road.
Jr. uses that same strategy too. He's gonna short pit it here.
Yeah.
They noticed Bob Skinner, what kind of time advantage he had on him, and so they heard he pitted, and so now their crew chief's telling them, "Hey, we got to come down. We got to come down now."
Yeah. Well, your crew chief telling you that, and the driver doing that is two different things.
Definitely. I mean, we're looking at Bob Skinner in a 30.48 here last time by, and Brandon, our leader, ran a 30.2. So that's almost a 2-second advantage from Bob Skinner on new tires. And you even got Mark up here in the 5 also running 30.4. So almost a 2-second advantage for these guys on new tires. So
Yeah.
But Brandon's just so far out there. I mean, he had such a big lead.
Man, it looks like he's coming down pit road. Let's hope he doesn't do anything drastic coming down here.
He did a nice clean entry because he knew he had a big lead, so he didn't want to give anything up. You just got to get a good clean entry to your box, and I think he'll come out somewhere close to the lead at least, because of his gap. But I don't believe he'll be in the lead, but he'll be somewhere close to it. Oh, wow! The 5 as he's passing the 6 on the left side gets in him a little bit coming out of 2. And that'll put the 5 back on the lead lap here. So if caution did come out, 5 would be technically. And there's Bob.
Boy, that was a close call between
Bob,
the 6 and the 82.
Now 42's pulling off pit road right now. He's in the middle of 1 and 2 is the 5. Oh, don't get a penalty, Brandon. Hold on there, but the 5 is going to take the lead there. Bob Skinner's not going to take the lead, but Bob Skinner is going to pull in here to 3rd place.
Well, let's see what kind of gap Chris now, or the 5 puts on Brandon. See if it's the same as what Bob did to Brandon that previous pit stop. Once everything cycles around here.
Yeah, it's gonna be not as big a gap. I don't think. What was it, about 4 or 5 laps? Brandon stay out longer, so.
It looks like it's about a second. Looks like Brandon is a second behind the 5.
Brandon's personally sitting in the catbird seat now to be able to run this 5 down, take the lead from him. Bob Skinner's right there behind him, following his tracks.
Yeah, and Bob's in 3rd, and he's got a good gap over Bobby Hamilton.
Yeah, he's got a pretty decent gap. Bobby ran pretty similar lap times last time by too, so it'll be interesting to see if he can hold on to it.
Between Bobby and Bob, they have 3-lap difference on tires, so it's going to be interesting.
Definitely. The 5 is looking in his mirror now. You can see that red car just getting bigger and bigger. It's only going to be a matter of time before we see that red 42 take the lead, unless we see some big mistake out of him. As the 5 is driving the wheels off it, but I think it's going to be not enough wheels left for him to hold off this 42.
No, and tire difference too, so.
Definitely. 42
interesting to see how hard the 5 car fights
him for this lead, yeah.
Yeah, there's 17 laps to go.
Exactly. I mean, we're coming to 17 to go, so it's
now or never.
Yeah.
For the 5 car. For the 42, they could now, later, whenever.
You can pick a date.
just as long as it's before the completion of lap 167, as he said.
Or how about now?
What a move from Brandon.
Yeah, I mean, it's huge. You can see the difference just in the tires. Tires are just playing such a key role here tonight.
They definitely are. Man, the 42 is setting it on cruise control now. He really just needs to put in some decent lap times because he's got the fresher tires of all these guys behind him, and that's always a good feeling. You know, everybody behind me's got worse tires. It motivates you to keep hitting good lap times and not get too nervous about, you know, man, are they catching me? Are they running me down? Because I can tell you that'll make you make mistakes more than anything. So I think it'll be interesting to see, because the 5, he ran a 31.7 last time by, to his 31.5 this time, to a Bob's 31.4, to Bobby Hamilton's 31.2. So we got a battle for 2nd, 3rd, and 4th coming up pretty soon here too. So
it's definitely not over yet.
It'll be interesting to see if Bobby Skinner can run down Mark in 2nd, and to see if Bobby Hamilton can run down both of them. So Very, very cool here. We could have a good battle here for second.
I think what Bobby Hamilton Jr. needs is he needs the 5 to hold off the 82 for as long as possible. Just watch them two guys race, use up their tires, and just keep on by them.
Definitely, he needs to really think about this smartly, and as the points leader, especially with Nick Hurd 6 here, 4 laps down. If he can get a few more positions, that builds his points lead even more. So, you know, I know he'll want to do that.
Well, it looks like the 25 is going to be catching the 82 here very shortly.
Yeah, he's catching him a couple tenths a lap, so we'll see the Bobby battle here. We'll see the Bob battle. Bobby versus Bob. So, we got Bobby Hamilton Jr. versus the rock star, Bob Skinner.
Bob can do it. Yes, he can.
Which one?
oh yeah. Yes, they can.
Yes, Bobby Hamilton's definitely closing in here on Bob in the second spot here, or third position, my bad.
Oh, we have out here on chat, Paul had the 00 had to park it. He said his computer started acting up on him. Pausing.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Technical issues always an issue.
Yeah, and we had a technical issue tonight too. I think it might be iRacing itself. I don't know, but iRacing kicked me out for some reason. Didn't kick nothing else off. It just kicked me out of the game.
Got a pass for. Did Bob Skinner looks like Bob Skinner might have let Bobby Hamilton. Well, no. Bobby Hamilton just took it from him. That was a great pass.
Yeah, it was clean, fast, and now the 25 can set his sights on number 5 car up there.
Yeah, try to go give him another position. As
we're getting ready for 10 to go.
Yeah, 10 to go. Looks like Bob Skinner will just want to hold on to 4th here, maybe even scrape up 3rd, maybe from Mark if Bobby Hamilton and Mark get the race in here.
Well, do you think the 25 has time to catch that 5?
I think he does. He's running about 2-3 tenths a lot faster than him when he's in clean air. So it'll be interesting to see how he does this. As still our leader out there, Brandon, still putting together really great laps and pulling away. So second place is definitely the battle room you're looking at here. As man, Mark uses that really high line. It's so interesting. It's so cool to see someone use like a different line like that and make it work with a fixed setup. As he got really loose to travel, but Bobby Hamilton's definitely reeling him in, man. He's getting bigger and bigger. As he was about 4 tenths faster that last time by him. Bob even was a couple tenths faster, so. And he has a big mistake off of 2. Wow, so that's 25 and 82.
25 just got the wall.
Ooh.
That opens it up for Bob. Well, maybe.
Yeah, he's going to take that position back.
What a pass from Bob Skinner there.
Oh, wow. Well, that
was
puts Skinner back up to 3rd, so very, very gutsy. Now, I don't know if Bob can catch Mark or not. I don't think he can. It's about a 1.5 seconds behind.
It'll be interesting. See if Bobby can clean up them tires. His little slide and get back by Bobby Skinner here. It's going to be interesting. These guys are really holding on to it now. As Bob was about a 1/2 tenth faster than Mark, so he wasn't as quick. And Bobby Hamilton Jr. here in the 25 was quicker. So
it looks like 25 is going to catch everyone back on the 82 again.
yeah, it's going to be interesting. We're going to have another Bob versus Bob battle here. As Bob slides up in the middle, 3 and 4 right there.
Yeah.
Bobby Hamilton Jr. is going to look on the inside coming off of 4.
Bob can do it. Yes, they can. And there he goes. He's looking on the inside. And I bet Bob Skinner, he's probably all excited. He's like, oh my God, Bobby Hamilton just passed me.
I know Bobby Skinner was pretty excited to race tonight. So
yeah, he's getting a kick out of this one.
Yeah, he's probably thinking, oh, yeah, who cares? Pass me all you want.
He's probably yelling to Tina, racing Bobby Hamilton Jr. And as we say that, it looks like Mark in the 5, he may be able to hold on to his second place finish as, you know, Bob battled, so...
They can do it. Yes, they can.
They got about a 3-second gap to the 6 car. It's going to be interesting to see if the 6 can run up here and catch Bobby Skinner.
Yeah, I don't know. They were coming up on 5 to go here, so...
Yeah, they're getting down to the race here, and we know who already set sail. Brandon's out there on his own sail, so...
Yeah, Brandon's on his, he's out there.
Really, the only battles we really got going on is 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, and... the 6th is pretty far back. So.
Yeah, Nick is, or 5th, yeah, 5th place Chris is, he's catching these guys, but I don't think he's have enough time, unfortunately.
Oh, he does got better tires than all these guys. So I don't know, but only we're down to 3 to go, so I don't see him playing any factor to these top guys here, and it looks like Bobby Hamilton is junior there is pulling away from the 82, so
yeah. He's reeling that 5 back in. That 5's having trouble getting down that straightaway, so it's not like over for 2nd.
5's having a hard time in the middle. There's just not a whole lot of grip for him in the middle, so that's where he's losing a lot of his speed.
Well, should be the final lap here. No, 2 laps to go, sorry.
2 laps.
Next time by will be the white flag, gentlemen.
Yes, it will. Bobby Hamilton Jr. ever inches in closer here. Man, it's going to be interesting to see if Bobby Hamilton can get here, get up the 2nd, grab him another position, get some more points as he drives in that rear end sideways. Oh man,
coming off of 4, he's going to be trying to pass the 5 with 1 lap to go. The white flag is out.
I would say what they say on NASCAR, but we can't because that's copyright fringe. So.
Last lap is sponsored by blah blah blah.
Yeah, by FreekyFast
broadcast. And Brandon Puffenberger. Brandon Puffenberger will pull home out of 4. Let's see the checker flag wave as he takes it home. The winner here in Texas.
I'll go back here and see if the 5 holds off 25.
Oh, they're going to be 7. They need 1 more lap.
Oh, no.
Oh, man.
Bob Skinner holds on to 4th, too. With what a good job from Bob there to bring that back after all that damage. So great racing by these guys. Really great racing.
Yes, very good racing.
I was looking up here in our team speak. We don't have the number, our 2nd place finisher. So should I pull Bob Skinner up since he finished 4th, I guess, and get an interview in here with him? I think so. We can have, I guess, 3 interviews.
Sure. I mean,
all right.
Who's going to interview the winner today?
Well, you're number 1.
Oh man.
This is scheduled. All right, we have it. I'm first. Brian's second.
I'm trying.
All right. We'll go ahead and pull our 4th place finisher, Bobby Skinner, down here to see what his first race in Elite Auto Racing League was like. So let's get him down here. Hey, Bobby Skinner, it's Zach Hall in the booth. You got a copy, man?
Yeah, you got me?
Yeah, I got you now, Bob. Nice, yeah. All right, Bob. Well, man, what a race there for you. You started 11th tonight. You brought her home 4th. You got the battle there with them guys at the end of the race right there, and you played some good strategy there to get back up there and see you use your fast fix on one of your stops. Anything you would have changed tonight, maybe, or you happy with the 4th place finish tonight?
I mean, I'm happy with it. Anytime you can get a top 5, especially with some high caliber talent, it's good to walk away with. If I would change one thing, I probably would have taken the fast fix earlier. I was debating on it, but I had gotten all my damage fixed and it was fast enough, and I had a short pit strategy in mind, so I figured I'd use it on my last stop anyways. But that's about it. Other than that, I mean, can't complain. First night out. Texas is tough. It's slick. The track's hot, but it was a lot of fun. I had a good time.
Definitely, man. Yeah, like I was we were talking about. I didn't know if you had one left, and then I saw you use it, and I was like, oh well, we got a new player in the field because you ran that short pit strategy, and what was your decision to do that? Just get some, because you knew you had some damage, and if you had a new car, you could run a little bit better, so you pitted a little earlier to get that fixed?
That was it from my point of view. Staying out until the end of the fuel really wasn't going to do me anything. So I thought if I pitted faster, I'd get the new car, I'd take the fresh tires and run it as hard as I can and run it up till I'd make it to the end and do it again. And I mean, there for a while I got the lead, so it did work. I could have used the caution maybe that would have solidified my spot and even the playing field, but it didn't happen. It's a small field, so you can't count on it, but you can't let it go out of the back of your mind. It was there. Things would have went just a little bit different, maybe I'd have been there. But hey, 4th place, I'll take it.
Definitely, man. Yeah, 4th place, not bad. Not bad in your debut here at the Earl Racing or Elite Auto Racing League. And well, after we ask these questions, you got anybody you want to thank or anybody you want to give a shout out to for your first race here?
Yeah, I want to give a shout out to the league, the admins. I appreciate them giving me the opportunity to run with them. My team, we actually thought this was an open setup race, so we did a little bit of dialing in the car to get it right, and then found out last minute it wasn't. So we're looking forward to 2019 and some of the things I got coming up. Thanks to the broadcast, you guys do an amazing job. I can't wait to watch it.
Thank you, Bob Skinner. You go celebrate your 4th place finish, man.
Thanks, Zach.
All right. That was our 4th place finish there, Bob Skinner. Rockstar Bob Skinner. Gotta let Bob know. Get Tino in the chat. We need to see if we can get some cookies made or something.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're gonna run down here too. Do you want to? Guess Brian gets to do Bobby Hamilton, huh?
I get the big guy.
Yeah, that's you know what his nickname up there on TeamSpeak is, right? Correct?
Oh yeah. I know what he calls himself over here. We'll bring him down and see what his thoughts are. Bobby Hamilton Jr. is Brian in the booth. You got a copy?
Or maybe he ran away.
Might have. Hey, Bobby Hamilton Jr. This is Brian in the booth. You got a copy?
Sounds like he's not around.
I might have had to grab something to drink there real quick. Maybe we'll come back to him later.
All right. Oh, we can try him after we have a review here, but I'll run down here to Brandon here in Victory Lane, and we'll have a chat with Brandon and see how his race went for him tonight. Brandon, Robert in the booth, you got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
Well, congratulations on your Texas win there. You played all the strategies right. Let the viewers out there know how your race was there for you tonight, man.
That's pretty good. Started off kind of iffy. I think I was as fast as Shane or Bobby or the 00 there for a while. But then after the track started to rubber in a little bit, I started to gain a little speed and started to close in on their lap times and speed. And then I just kind of played strategy for the stage wins and strategy at the end of the race to come out ahead of Bobby and I think it was the 5 or behind the 5 to try to stay in front of everybody to win the race.
Gotcha. Well, that's kind of interesting that you said about the rubber came into you, because we've seen the 5 start running the high line to get more grip up there, and it was working for him, but you stuck it down like a Kevin Harvick down there on that white line, and the rubber got built up there, so the car didn't get loose for you down there, and I'm kind of amazed that it kind of came in and play for you, because we know how rubber can be.
Right. There at the end, it got more tight than loose for me. I don't know if I was overdriving or all the rubber built up on the bottom of the track. I was just going into the corner and then I slid up. So I pretty much was diamonding the corner there for a while until the checker came out.
Gotcha. Well, congratulations on your victory, and this should help you here with your points and everything. And you got a stage point, bonus point. So, with that being said, I'll let you go celebrate with your team and everybody else on the outside. Does anybody want to give a shout out to before I let you go?
Give a shout out to Airborne Graphics, Airborne Motorsports, Nick and Bobby for having me come race with them, and you guys for putting on the show for us. It's pretty cool.
Awesome. All right, well, with that being said there, bud, congratulations again, and I'll let you go celebrate, and we will catch you next week.
Tempo.
All right, that was our winner there, Brandon, in the 42, bringing it home. Brian, down there on pit road, Soda Can, do you want to try to get a hold of Bobby Hamilton Jr. one more time there, or did he take a pee break?
Yeah, we can try to talk to him again if he ain't run off yet and got in his camper and took the driver's suit off, all that. See if we can catch up with him.
10-4.
Hey, Bobby Hamilton Jr., this is Brian in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, man, we got you.
Alrighty, well, we seen you had quite the action-packed race, up and down. Spun the tires on one restart, up at the front of the field, worked your way back up. That's what we saw. What was the race for you like in the driver's seat? What stuck out for you?
Well, it was typical hot slick iRacing type stuff. You know, you really couldn't hook the car up, and when I spun the tires, I was downshifting to go to second, and apparently I went too much. I went to first, and when they took off, I gassed it and spun me to the fence. But came back up through there for that, and then you know the 42 he had at the beginning, I kind of felt like, okay, we got something for him. That once rubber got built up on the track, I knew that he was their second or third place car behind the 20. When he fell out, I kind of figured, okay, we can leave here second or third. And bottom line is, when they're that much faster and they don't slip, you just got to start picking your battles, you know. And today we lost a battle to win the war. I'm pretty sure the 17 finished behind us, which helped us in the points. And bottom line is, got to leave Homestead with whoever leads Homestead with the points lead is the champion, and that's what we're shooting for. And I'd have loved to win here, but at the end of the day, you know, it is what it is. What number am I going to touch the 42 by the end of the race? And you know, we just got beat. And then the 5, we caught him right at the checkered flag. So, but let a lap, I think got a point. And you know, the guy who got the 2 bonus points for the stage races, he really doesn't matter because he's not in the point stuff. So it was a kind of irritating day because, of course, you want to win, but at the same time, like I said, I mean, you know, in this game you got to lose a battle to win the war, and at the end, Homestead is, you know, what we're shooting for. So we left here and with the points lead, and I hope gained a couple on the 17, and that's what it's about.
Exactly. Got to count each point. Every point matters. Well, that was wonderfully said. I don't have to ask you any more questions, but is there anybody you want to give a shout out to out there?
You know what? I got to give a shout out to these guys. I mean, the 00, the 5, I think we went 3 wide, and we did not kill 13 people doing it. I mean, you got to have trust when you're running with these guys. I went to the top and just gassed it, and I was sideways, and I could see to the left how the 5 was catching his, and the 00 was the bottom catching his, and we pulled it out. So, I mean, just these guys have really, I mean, you got to have trust to do moves like that, and, you know, it just makes it fun for us. It makes it easy to do stuff like that, and, you know, so, I mean, my hat's off to those guys, and, you know, you guys did an awesome job. I was listening to the broadcast, and just everybody, it's growing little by little, and just like we want it to, and just a good day for everybody. I know a few guys had some bad luck, but at the same time, I think a lot of guys was having fun, and that's what it's about.
Awesome. Well, we'll see you next week, and I'll let you go celebrate your second place finish.
Thank you, bud.
All right, that was actually third place. Second place is Mark.
Yeah, Brian.
That's okay. We had him running up and down the booth, and guy was running around and trying to find Gatorade. You gotta give him a break there, Zach. That's all right. I mess it up all the time. I did it last night.
This time, don't worry.
So with that being said, yeah, what a race. Before we go to the unofficial results here, any last words there, Brian Sodacan or Zach Hall?
And it was just typical Texas. Lots of heat, lots of action, lots of slipping and sliding. It was awesome. It's pretty much exactly what I expected and hoped for. And maybe Zach has the schedule up. Maybe he knows where we're going next week.
Yeah, it was a great Texas race. Next week we're going to Bristol, so can't wait for that. We'll be in the Big Red Grand National Series, so we'll be racing the K&N and NASCAR K&N cars around there. Be a great race around Bristol. Of course, I love short track racing, but I also love me some slick mile and a half racing. So tonight was an example of that. These guys all over the racetrack, like Bobby Hamilton said, couldn't have said it better. You got to have some trust to go 3 wide. When it's a slick racetrack like that. So awesome to see guys doing that like that, putting it on the line and not wrecking each other and taking the whole field out. So real great stuff tonight, and just excited for next week in Bristol. You see some short track racing. I love Bristol, so I'm gonna be on the edge of my seat for that one.
All right, well, basically what I have to say, basically what you guys said. It was a great race, hot track, a lot of battling going back and forth. I want to thank all the viewers out there who watched tonight. Thanks, Rick, for the compliments, and Brian and Zach sure appreciate it too. But with that said, don't forget to check us out. Hit the social media buttons, because I don't want to go through all the buttons. And our next broadcast, I believe, will be next Saturday. Probably not Friday night, but Saturday night will be our next broadcast at Racinfreeks and Racing League at Talladega. And then Sunday night we go to Bristol here with the Elite Auto Racing League guys here. So with that being said, yeah, come join us. Come join the race or come join the chat, whatever you guys would like to do.
Watch you win 3 in a row.
Fun time. Nick said it was fun times. Yeah, okay, we don't need to hear about your 3 time. But with that being said, Zach, did you want to run through the unofficial results real quick?
Yeah, we'll run through the unofficial results real quick. Alrighty then. So our unofficial results tonight here at Texas Motor Speedway will be the 42 of Brandon Puffenbarger coming home in first place, with the number 5 of Mark Truexel coming home in second, and we got Bobby Hamilton Jr., our points leader, coming home tonight in third. Newcomer Bob Skinner coming home in 4th. 6 car of Chris Worley coming home in 5th. The 17 of Nick Hurd coming home 6th. We got 7th place tonight will be Justin Napier. Coming home tonight in 8th will be Tommy D'Angelo. Paul Merrill, one of our also newcomers. I don't know if he goes by PJ or Paul, but he'll be coming home tonight in 9th place. And Shane Wood, unfortunately, leading laps some early in the race, will round out our top 10. And then our last 2 finishers of the night will be Tommy LeBar in the 99, finishing 11th, and Jared Bell in the 78, finishing 12th. So that's our unofficial results tonight.
All right. Well, thank you for giving us a rundown there on official results. So with that being said, gentlemen, don't forget again, hit us, find us, send us a message, whatever you'd like to do. Good night, Rick. Thank you for tuning in. It was an awesome race here, guys, at Texas Motor Speedway here with the Elite Auto Racing League. But like I say at every stream when we're ending, God bless and peace out.